monumental matchup. David versus Goliath. Mammoth Sundown X12 versus a $99 Lanzar amp. This is gonna be a fun one, guys. Curiosity's killing me. Let's get this one rolling and see what happens. Kick it one time, boy. Yeah. All right, guys, there's a couple reasons I'm doing this video. We've all heard the age-old debate. How much power do you really need? And you don't gain that much going from 1,000 watts to 3,000 watts and on and on. So I had this little amplifier. It does about 600 to 700 watts RMS at 4 ohm. And we're going to throw it on a massive Sundown X12 and see what happens. So what are we trying to find out here? How loud can we get with a $99, let's just say 700 watt amp and a very nice high quality $600-700 12? And how will a cheap $99 700 watt amp push a sub that can take a 3K? Will it do anything? Is it enough? We just want to see the matchup. What are we going to get out of this? So this is going to be an interesting one because me, myself, I have like 50 different amps. I have like 40 different subs. I change stuff out every week, and I do this kind of stuff for fun because the only way to really know is to do it real world and not be an internet cowboy and make comments about stuff you've never had or never even tried. I do it because I'm a dork. So I'm going to put this in my truck on a Sundown X, and we're going to see what happens. So this is going to be freaking awesome. All right, so we got it all hooked up. We got the amp sitting back here. Obviously, I didn't hard mount this to my truck, but we got this little Lanzar 6,000 watt 2-channel out here. I got the AMM1 meter hooked up so we can see what's happening with the wattage it's putting out real world. And we got our Sundown X12 and our 3 cubic foot box tuned to 32 hertz. And I use this box a lot. Really good sounding box I made. And we're going to see what happens. This is going to be cool. So I'm also going to do an SPL run. I'm going to play a few different songs. We're going to keep an eye on the meter. And at the end, I'm going to kind of show me sitting in the front of the truck with the rear view mirror so you guys can see how much impact it's making in the front seat. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's take a closer look at this meter. It's crazy that it's even doing that much on only this amount of power. And see what I mean, guys, about impedance rise? The sub's wired to 4 ohm. And that Sundown X is moving with like 400 watts. Crazy. Okay, let's try a different song. Trying to hit some different frequencies. Some guys say that these Sundowns are inefficient. This will be funny when they watch this video. This is not even a 1,000-watt amp. Again, internet cowboys saying things that they don't know anything about. That's why I like doing these tests. Getting the real world data out there. This is right around 400 or 500 watts. And I've been playing this amp for a while, and I'm pushing it to its max. And you can see I'm hardly clipping ever. The amp's not getting hot, and the sub's not getting hot. That means the sub's fine with the power. It's clean. It's not clipping. I mean, is it super crazy? No, but I mean, look, dude. Honestly, didn't expect it would do this good. And we're going to meter it too. And I'll show you guys what it's like in the front seat. That'd be funny going in with your buddies that have like big amps and then showing up with this and it bumps and you got a $99 Lanzar on a Sundown. Stuff's it's hitting the lows too, man. Like, it's getting down. All right, so now let's see how loud this gets in this full-size SUV. Keep that in mind. This is a big full-size SUV with the sub in the back. And I'm honestly, guys, shocked that this amp with this sub has done this good. I mean, it sounds good and it's pretty loud. Like, for a daily driver, it's loud enough to where, like, I pull up at stoplights and annoy people, you know? And I mean, that goes to show two things. Like, I guess you don't need a ton of power for daily driver, and those Sundown X's are pretty dang efficient. So, all right, let's go ahead and see what this thing will put out. $134.99 at 36 hertz. I mean, that's pretty respectable, dude, for a $99 amp in a big old SUV. Let's go 37 hertz. That's 1 hertz higher. So it's staying right about the 135. Let's go a little lower. Let's do 35 hertz. Still right there, knocking on the 135's door. Let's go ahead and shoot up to 40. A lot of subs I do in here hit the loudest at 40, but this amp seems to be hitting a little lower. Yeah, this thing's definitely hitting the lows good on this amp. Well, there you guys have it. About 135 on a Sundown X12 on a $99 Lanzar amp. Not too bad, huh? know, guys, man, for 99 bucks, this little amp sounds good, man. It's hitting the lows with this Sundown. Honestly, can't believe it. Does it hit 140 like what the Smart 3 does, or what I get out of the, you know, bigger amps with this same sub, same box? It only hit 135, but you saw how much flex it has for daily driving. And I mean, it's still rattling stuff in here and sounds killer, so I really am kind of shocked. The amp never got hot. I've been pushing it real hard. I think, yeah, it doesn't put out the biggest numbers, but I think for 99 bucks, the amp sounds good. I almost swear that it hits the lows a little bit even better than like my Tear amps. But I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. I switch so many amps and so many subs, but man, I will tell you, for 99 bucks, you guys saw how it's moving that Sundown. It's not bad, man, and it's still shaking my dash on my truck, and you can still feel it in your bones. Pretty sick, man. I mean, pretty crazy. It was a fun test. I didn't think it would push this sub that hard. I just kind of did it for fun. And I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but I also wanted to do this test because it's like, how much power do you really need? You know? And honestly, like going from this to a Smart 5, yeah, the Smart 5 is louder, but this amp, which is stupid for me to even say, it's like enough for this sub to sound good and work. So pretty crazy, but I don't know, man. I mean, I don't even know. I'm pretty shocked. I can't believe how hard that thing was pushing that Sundown, and it sounded good. The sub didn't get hot. Like, I was pushing it hard. I didn't get a lot of clipping. So I mean, the amp was staying clean, unclipped, even though I was pushing the crap out of it. Sub didn't get warm. I mean, let me know what you guys think, but super fun test, man. Definitely a shocker for sure. So it just goes to show you, sometimes it's not all about the numbers that an amp puts out, because look, this is the Sundown's wired at 4 ohms final, so that's at 4 ohms. So this amp, I think when I dynoed it, put out about 6, 7, and that's not including the impedance rise. You guys saw on the meter, it was jumping up to like 12 ohms and everything, which is normal with impedance rise. But what do you guys think? Pretty cool. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.